Travis Hunter is a unicorn, man. I've never seen anybody like him. I've never seen the and even if you do see somebody play as many snaps that he does, the excellence on every snap and game changeability that he could come up with on every snap it's second to none. And is he a Heisman favorite, that the guy over all quarterbacks? You think so?
If they gave it out right now, he would definitely get my vote, and I think he would win it. The only guy who had ever played a high number of snaps like this at a pretty high level was Chris Gamble from Ohio State. I remember doing a story back when I was at ESPN magazine of a similar Travis Hunter-like numbers. The difference to me is Travis is doing it at an incredibly high level, and he's making, game-changing plays, late in the game in the second half, whether it's the diving pick last week where it looks like he comes away from like 8 yards off the ball or from where it is.
He can close. Oh, my God. Yeah. It's breathtaking the way he closes. His instincts,
his closing speed. Yeah. We had Fox had Charles Woodson,
another guy who knows how to play a lot of snaps.
Yeah, and Charles is a big man. It's not like Charles is like small corner.
Right.
One of the greatest players who's ever played the game. He sat down with him last week. Charles wasn't doing the same volume of play. Like he was. I don't want to say he's dabbling on offense, but it wasn't like
no, not even close. This guy's running routes. He's running route trees
constantly. Travis is probably going to have a 1,200-yard receiving season.
Unbelievable. It's true. It's like Ohtani. I'm serious. It looks like an Ohtani in football in cleats. The way it looks, and I understand. I'm talking about a professional baseball player or whatever, but the analogy is somebody who's really good at one thing and then is just as good at another thing.
Somebody who's great at one person. Somebody who's great at one thing. Yeah. Again. You can take Champ Bailey, phenomenal player. You can take Charles, phenomenal player. I mean, these are generational players. Yeah. Certainly Dion didn't play as much as
he called himself a 5-down player.
He can call himself whatever he wants. I mean, he's a legendary player, right?
It was a great game too for them, Colorado, right?
This was So I feel like we're shortchanging this, and even Travis by not pointing out. This was, to me, the best win Dion has had since he's been at Colorado. They were good on defense. This was the best running game in the country statistically. They didn't shut it down entirely, but they held it to like less than half of what they normally get.
UCF,
yeah, with KJ Jefferson's a physical, powerhouse quarterback who can run. They have 3 really good running backs. They have a good scheme for this, and Gus Malzahn. I think we talked about this a little bit a couple weeks ago. One of the best hires Dion has made since he's been there was going to the Cincinnati Bengals off of Lou Anarumo's staff, hiring Robert Livingston. Nobody else knew who he was. Spent a decade there, worked himself up from being a scout to the safeties coach. He has come in there, similar to what Danton Lynn has done in a short time in L.A., relatively anonymous NFL assistant who hadn't been a coordinator and has killed it. This is what this guy's done. They were horrible on defense. They're pretty respectable, and they're also much better in the second half. They're not even giving up like a touchdown a game in the second half, so it seems like they're making smart adjustments. The players are buying in.
And it helps to have a running game to keep your defense off the field, too. That was a very balanced attack we saw at Colorado.
They were committed to it. And I think, again, this was a team that was a 2-touchdown underdog and won by almost 4 touchdowns on the road in a place that's not easy to play. Again, they're 4-1. Like if CU would go as 5-7, which I don't think they will, I think they'll be much better than that. And look, not to pat myself on the back because I've got enough predictions wrong, but I thought this would be a bowl team. And I think people were looking at them in the second half of the year as opposed to, okay, they're going to build off this. And if they win 8 games, he's going to be hard to beat for the Heisman because he is a generational talent doing, as you said, unicorn stuff. Nobody's playing the number of plays he's playing. There's, look, Jalen Monroe looked great last week. There's certainly guys who can break through. But again, no knock on a Cam Ward, the quarterback at Miami, whoever. Like we see quarterbacks have terrific seasons and win Heismans. We're not seeing anybody doing what that guy's doing
He's
in Boulder.
unbelievable. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.